I'm going to hop in here for a minute because as my bridal party enters, I want to remind them of just how special they are and the role that they have played in getting us where we are today. Up in the front is my something borrowed, something blue, something old, and something new, all wrapped into one. Now, Maggie isn't old, but our friendship is. She was my first friend and is more of a sister than a cousin. She has been there for me since day one, through traffic cones, ugly haircuts, a European excursion, all of our family celebrations, and all of our family losses. Today, she wears my grandma's blue and gold ring in honor of our family. Natalie, they say that a man that has a special bond with his mother and men that grew up with a sister tend to be better listeners and more empathetic, and I understand why. You clearly came from one absolutely incredible woman, and I'm so glad I got to meet your brother. Thank you for being a wonderful sister to my future husband. I've loved watching your relationship blossom over these last few years, and ours as well. I cannot wait to call you my sister. Katie, Charlie was so excited to introduce the two of us, and I knew why the second I met you. Your spunk and feisty but chill personality pairs perfectly with mine. The vacations and experiences that we get to have together are outstanding. I would never be able to handle their movie quotes and celebrations without you. You are the easiest person to vent to, and you always have a way of understanding how I'm feeling. I love that you jumped in with both feet, so excited for this wedding, and I'm privileged to now call you my sister. Christy, I was just a little intimidated of you back in 2020, but only because I knew how much Charlie admired you, and I quickly understood why. You are a fantastic wife, mother, and friend, someone I look up to, and now a lifelong friend. I always appreciated that my new boyfriend had such great girlfriends that wanted to make sure I wouldn't break his heart. I mean, at least you didn't have a barrage of questions for me like Rajni and Ellen. You know the best qualities of Charlie and I, and our worst. You've been around for our fights and provided impartial advice. You've taken the time to know us individually and as a couple. We've learned to lift heavy weights at the gym and face our fears ziplining in Vegas. You are a rock in our relationship, and I'm so happy to have you support us in this adventure. Brooke, you've always been so naturally mature. You were the friend I had no idea I needed in high school, and someone I wish I had nearby in college. You're the most sensible person I know, while still being the most fun to be around. I was always envious of the way you nurtured your relationships, and I've tried to lean into those same approaches as I built my relationship with Charlie. We've encountered so many chapters of our lives together, from dating the chief football players that turned out to be assholes, spending time at our first jobs in high school, and our first jobs in the corporate world. I love you dearly, and I appreciate your support and friendship throughout the years. Kristen, our own relationship started in 3rd grade and blossomed throughout the years. I will never forget us trying to get some guy's attention when we bought kids light-up shoes and Barbie bags in high school, or connected our wrists through an entire dinner at Applebee's. Now, we may not have selected the best boyfriends in 9th and 10th grade, but hey, look where we are today. Thank you for being my go-to wedding expert and being so supportive through every step. You are an irreplaceable friend, and I can't wait to make more memories together as married couples. Aubrey, years ago, you used to come to me for fashion or dating advice. As you've aged, you've taught me so much and given back even more than what I gave to you. After all, I have you to thank the most for this relationship. Thank you so much for being a spark in my life, for helping me with hair and makeup tips, and lending your sense of fashion. I can't wait to be there by your side through all of your future relationships and help you plan an incredible wedding once you find that special someone. Holly, you and Scott got married when I was in middle school. So from when I was about 9, I got to watch a great relationship in the making. I saw how he treated you and got a feel for what I knew I would want someday. And now I have my own kissing ring from a wonderful man. My famed photographer and the person who always knows how to make me feel better. You have this way of reframing my thinking of any situation, turning it into something we can giggle about rather than stress over. Thank you for being that person in my life, a pillar of strength. I am incredibly blessed having you as my older sister. Katie, you are my foundation. From my freshman year in high school, giving me dating advice via mailed letters while you were away at college. You were there for me every step of my dating journey, and we're so excited to set up a sibling meet and greet to introduce Charlie to the crew. And without you even knowing, I've learned to love differently from seeing you in your own relationship, from watching you take new risks, try new foods, and move across the country. And thankfully, you and Sam were there to go scuba diving with Charlie when I wussed out. You are an unbelievably amazing sister, and I cannot thank you enough. To my soon-to-be husband, the most patient and logical man that I have ever met, and exactly the type of guy that I needed in my life forever. I'm inspired by your intelligence, your wit, your strength, your lack of fear, your kindness, and your soundness. And in a really good way, I am challenged by your weaknesses, because many of your weaknesses are strengths I see in myself. You are someone who brings all the fun on the weekend, but brings structure and support during the week. Someone who has knowledge in all the areas that I lack, and someone who will push me to be stronger and love me so fiercely. You were raised by an incredible woman, and I'm thankful for her every day. I vow to be the light in your life, to attempt to be more patient, to be more cognizant of our differences, and always appreciate how so many aspects of you will now be the better half of me. You deserve the world, and I can't wait to explore it with you. Mom and Dad, I hope you know how lucky I am to have you as my parents. All of this is because of you. You are my unwavering support. You were there for all the stories I just told and have watched and supported me through all of my relationships. I am without a doubt the luckiest girl to have both of you by my side. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being the most incredible parents that a girl could ever dream of. All right, now let's walk me down the aisle.